Alright, we are live and we're just about ready to go. Just gotta do the thing where we put the link out. And then we will be ready to get right back into all the murders. Just gonna take one more minute. There we go. Alright, link has been put out. Herpaderp. Come on, iPad. There we go. Okay, everything's good. Everything is settled, more or less. Okay, good. Here we go. Pardon me. Alright, almost 2 minutes in. Nobody's shown up yet. Not really that unusual. Pardon me. There we go. There's someone. Hello. Welcome to whatever you want to call this. This debacle that it will surely become. Alright. So, I'm realizing that, in the description of the stream, not scream, I put down that this was Abandoned Castle Cainhurst, but I'm just now realizing that it's actually Forsakened Castle Cainhurst. Whoops. Oh well, not that it's that big of a deal. But I hate those guys. Alright, yeah. If I could figure out the passage of time like by a little man with a blowpipe. There we go. Okay. Room full of ghosts. Run around the ghosts. Ignore the ghosts. Go after the blowpipe bastard here. Who appears to be attacking you with a cane. See, in last night's stream, they only shot me with blowpipes from a distance. I didn't know that they actually did things at a close range. Just one moment. For some reason... Yep, okay. Whoa, I got lucky there. For some reason, my headphones feel really loose tonight. Maybe my head is shrinking. Which wouldn't be such a bad thing. I do have kind of a fat head. Then again, I've got kind of a fat everything, so... who knows? Yeah, stupid cane getting stuck on the environment. It's not really the cane's fault that I only use it as a whip most of the time. A smart Bloodborne player would know when to switch. I just tend to prefer the whip because it gets more range. I can clear out groups. Alright, now that the room is cleared out, and it's just now occurring to me, can everybody hear me alright? I know that there have been times in the past when I've had a little bit of trouble with the mic. I just want to make sure that everything's working properly. I suppose one thing I could do is actually, unmute the iPad for a second, see what comes up. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. It's coming through fine for you. It's coming through fine for me. Okay. Now let's go and get murdered. Beware of sniping. Yeah, those little blowpipe bastards. There's those dudes who have swords. And they're trouble, yeah. But that guy has a blowpipe. And he's not the only one. I don't know where the others are, but... Ooh, hello. You hit a little quicker than I expected. Ow. Yeah, I'm coming to say hello to you, friendo. Good, no more blowpipes. Just have to deal with these fellas. Who I assume are the Cainhurst Knights. Seeing as they all seem to have something akin to the Rider Palash. Or at the very least, they have rapiers. Which, as someone said yesterday, the Rider Palash is more or less just a rapier with a gun on it. Hey, friend! Okay. I did not realize that the cane could be that inaccurate at range. At close range, rather. I think when you say at range, it usually means that you're further away. Alright, now that the fellas with the blowpipes have been taken care of, I can actually explore a little bit. Are you gonna attack me? Remember fire. Hello? Nope. Good. So you're fine. You, on the other hand, are a butt. And a dead one. Hooray! Beware of sniping. Well, yes. Whoa! I was gonna spare you. Ooh, goody. I need bloodstone chunks. They're how I will upgrade my, They're how I will upgrade my cane. That's the word. Take a step forward and you must accept fatty. How do I do this? Your notes are not very helpful. I did see a ladder over there, I thought, though. Yeah, right there. Does that lead to what appears to be the top of a shelf? I don't know if there's any other way to get up there. Well, it never hurts to look around a bit. And I do have a bit of time. For now. Yeah, okay. Is there a way up there? That is the question. I mean, I suppose there must be. There's a ladder. Well, maybe there's a... You have to go out that way or something. I don't think so. Actually, maybe if I go around this way. Didn't know you were there. Don't want to give you the chance to hurt me. Okay, nope. There has to be a way. And I'm just not seeing it. Hello, Mark. Okay, there's got to be something. If I look up there... I don't mean to be a jerk, but what's this brother thing you're doing? Okay, I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something. What am I missing? This is gonna drive me crazy. I mean, over there it says take a step forward, but there's nowhere to step to. Come on, is there a way to get over there? There has to be. There are things over there. There's a ladder over there. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? I can't jump over the railing here, which is a shame. There's a lever down there. And the notes keep talking about treat Fatty with care. Oh, maybe I do go out and I come in down there. Well, shit. All right, let's try that. Maybe then we can stop the crying. Okay, that's a dead person. You've come to the right place and take a step forward. Yeah, okay, it looks like that step forward is indeed going to be off the ledge. Is there anybody under there? Anybody? No. Ah! I wanted to read those notes. You bum. Whoa! Whoa! You guys stay over there. I don't like you. I don't want to deal with you. Oh! Hi. No, you stay away. I don't like you. Go away, man-bat. You do not belong here. Is there another one? Yeah, there's another one. Did they actually fly around, or are these different ones? It's weird. Twin bloodstone shards. Things I don't need. Beware of strong foe. Treat Fatty with care. You're in the know, right? No, I'm never in the know. I would be if I did more reading, but I don't. Can you stop, lady? Hi, thank you. Oh, is that the strong foe in question? Seems to be holding her head like a gun. Bah. Okay. Yeah, they're literally ripping their heads off. In the know means exactly what it sounds like. It means that you are aware of something. Usually something, kind of secretive. Whoa! 20 you fellas with the blow darts. At least he's dead. Not cool. Don't hurt me. That took off way more health than I thought it would. Okay, there's 2 of you. Cool. The whip came in handy. Guess dead people. Note, note, note. Remember treasure. Treasure? What treasure? Oh, that way. Cool. And over here, apparently. Hello, box. Executioner's gloves. Do I have other executioner bits? I think I might have found, yeah, executioner garb right there. So am I slowly putting together the executioner set, much like I did the old hunter set? Yeah, it looks like I have everything except for the, headpiece, if there is one. Let's take a look. Oh. I'm dressed like, Albert, I think his name is. What is going on with my face? Oh, that's where the hat and the mask were, so there's no blood there. Alright, I'm going back to the old hunter set. Kind of like that one. Makes me look cool. Not that the executioner set doesn't look cool. What is what? Ooh. Knight's garb. And I gotta try that too. That's not the right button. What are buttons? Hello, Kira. My cat has decided to come and visit again. I actually really like that. That's a look that I would actually really like to try out myself one day. That's just blood spatter from all the things I've been killing. Like, if I wasn't wearing the hat and the mask that I had with the old hunter set, then it would have been all over my face instead of just in a strip across the eyes. Because you see the way the old hunter cap covers my face in a way that is the only place where blood would actually spatter. So it just leaves a really weird-looking pattern on the face. Which is actually a pretty nice touch. Even if it is graphically a little bit jarring. No, it's not a tattoo. It's blood. It's literal blood. I don't know where you got this idea that it was a tattoo from. It's just blood that splattered on my face. Okay, I'm assuming this is where I was supposed to be? Because the ladder and junk? Am I even in the right area? Is this... Did I take an unnecessary detour somewhere? Hello, note. Behind you. Okay. I think, once again, I am lost. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't the place I was looking at from above. But I don't actually know where I am or how to get where I need to be at. Can I actually even get up that roof? Or is that just... Does that just go down? I don't want to go down. I want to go up. Can I... Okay, good. I was a little bit worried that I might just slide down that roof. Ooh. Hello. I think this is where I wanted to be. Yeah, because there's the lever I was looking at. Any ghosts in here? Nope. Cool. We did it. Hooray. Alright, well, thank you for stopping in. Can I... How does this lever, not ladder. Ooh. Oh, so that extends the ladder and opens up the other side of the library. Neat. Time for high spots. And that's a dead guy. Yeah, that's where I came in. The elevator's in the corner. Cool. We figured it out. Thanks to minor confusion and wandering a bit. Bloodstone waits ahead. Well, good. I like bloodstone. I need bloodstones. Ghosts. No ghosts. Huh. Wonder what that actually does. There don't seem to be any enemies around right now, so... Okay, that's not the one I just picked up, is it? It looks like it's gonna be... Maybe in the keys? No? Oh. Blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Blood gems are especially rare bloodstones that grow on cold blood. Blood gems are kneaded into weapons using workshop tools, but only when of a matching shape. Droplet blood gems are special gems that adapt to various weapons and shapes, naturally making them highly prized among hunters. Well, that's cool. Sound can more or less be inserted into every weapon, if I read that correctly. Do all of these notes say Bloodstone waits ahead? Gonna take this a little bit slowly because I don't want to just be rushed on. Well, I'm probably gonna be anyway. Cheat Bloodstone with care, therefore charging forth is effective. I think they're assuming that you would have come around from the other side. Judging by the way these notes are laid out. Malformed thing waits ahead. Eventually time for Bloodstones. Or is there another Bloodstone around that side? Hidden path waits ahead. Is it this? Didn't think so. Okay. Oh, that's one of the little, upgrade fellas. You're not getting away that easy. I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna take upgrade material from your corpse. Hurrah! What do I get? Chunk! Good. I need chunks. Wondrous inquisitiveness. It is all thanks to Bloodstone and wondrous malformed thing. Wonder what the actual name for those things is. Because I seem to just call them upgrade critters. Are there any ghosts over here? Any spoops? No spoops. And that appears to be where I came up. Okay, cool. So, onward and upward, it seems. Oh, is this where you fight Micolash or, Logarius? Martyr Logarius, I think? I think you fight him on a roof like this. Oh, hi. You have red eyes. That's not cool. That means you'll bring the pain. I'm willing to bet you might not be alone. Yep, you're not alone. I hope there's not more of you fellas. At least you're fairly easy to take down if I can get the first hit in. Is there anything over here? Yo, I'm not sure if I should try... You know what? I'm gonna. I think I can walk around here and then just jump down. Yeah, cool. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay. Moving right along. Oh, there's an item down that way. It doesn't look like this leads anywhere. There's nothing up here. Not gonna lie, I get really nervous on bridges like this. Because I just keep thinking back to the Taurus Demon in Dark Souls. We're on kind of a narrow... I don't know if parapet is the right word. You're in kind of a narrow walkway. And then it just kind of drops out of the sky at you. For the record, I never got very far in the original Dark Souls. I never was able to beat the Taurus Demon. I just kind of gave up after a while. Kind of like what I did with this game. Okay. I'm really getting the feeling that I might be getting close to the boss area here. And there's no lanterns between here and where I was, the last one I was at. So if this is a boss area, I might just be screwed. And I can't... I'm gonna wind up losing all my echoes. Yep, okay, that looks like Martyr Logarius. You're not looking so good, mate. Marta Logarius looks like if Gandalf won King of the Ring. Wrestling reference. Yep, I am seriously unprepared for this. I have no idea what I'm actually in for here. Okay, could not dodge roll out of the way fast enough. What? That's not how physics works. If my weapon has to get stuck on stuff, so does yours. Alright, well, that was our practice run. Once I get up there, gonna have to start using some of this insight I got. I mean, I've got quite a bit now, so... And it's not like I've been doing anything with it. Pardon me. Although, if Dean, not the Goatman Rankin, is still in the chat, still watching, there is something that I need to show you. I checked it out on the end of the last stream, but I don't think you were here at the time. I've told you about it before. Now, I remember you got really excited about it, but at the time, I didn't have enough insight to actually see it. So today, you finally get to see it. When it loads. I heard that when the game first released, it had super crazy long loading times. And in Smosh's Honest Game trailers, they referred to it as loading screen, the game. But yes, so now that I have 40 insight, boom, giant monster. It's everything I dreamed of. So there we go. We got to experience our eldritch monstrosity for the night. You should be flailing like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man all the time. Don't hold that stuff in. It's more fun if you let it out. Where am I going? Right, Castle Cainhurst. Okie dokie. Just got to make the trip back to the boss room. At least I don't have to deal with the flea fellas anymore. Actually, I am gonna do what I always do. And I'm going to ask the wiki. I'm probably just gonna summon at random, leave it up to the luck of the draw. Last time I did that, the person I summoned just annihilated Father Gascoigne in one hit. So maybe I'll get lucky this time, and I'll summon another big damn hero. Nothing against you, Mark. I'm sure you're a very proficient Bloodborne player, not Dark Souls. Although I suppose Bloodborne is more or less Bram Stoker's Dark Souls. Well, Bram Stoker and H.P. Lovecraft. Okay, and I think there's a couple more in here. I just want to annihilate them for completion's sake. Because I am totally prejudiced against ghosts. Especially these ghosts. They're always stabby. I'm not a big fan of stabby. You know what I totally should have done? Well, I didn't have any echoes. I was going to say I totally should have, well... I totally should have fortified my cane while I was back at the Hunter's Dream. Although, you know, once I've killed all the ghosts in here, I can always head back and do it then. Is that it? Is everybody dead now? Well, re-dead. Oh man, now I'm getting Zelda flashbacks. The re-dead were terrifying. I mean, maybe not as terrifying as the dead hand, but still terrifying. Enough to really make me never want to go to Hyrule Castle Town as Adult Link. Although you kind of had to go through Hyrule Castle Town if you wanted to play as Adult Link at all. Mark, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I don't get why you're taking this so personally. I'm not trying to say anything against you, fella. It's not that I don't appreciate the offer of help, but it's just easier to just summon at random rather than worry about having to set up a password and everything. Now, I apologize for seeming to just sit here for a second. I was going to try and check the wiki, see if it had any tips about Martyr Logarius. That was not the right button. Or was it? I think it was. Yeah, okay, cool. Look at that in a minute. Combat roll my life away. Cool, Dreaded Cane +7. Surprised nothing needs repaired. That, surprisingly, actually makes my weapon worse. Guess I won't be using that then. But I haven't tried to put anything into the Rider Palash. What was that one? Blood attack plus 7. There were a couple more down here that I was... Okay, those are all increasing blood attack. Fair enough. Is that one that just increased thrust? Yeah, sure, I'll use that one. Did that just boost blood attack? Sure, I'll use one of those. Fair enough. Actually, nope. Okay. Cool. I did a thing with the Rider Palash. Still don't know if I'm going to get much use out of it, but I want to hold on to it. I want to give it a try. Just need to upgrade it a bit more. Fortify it, rather. In fact, what do I need for that? I need more Twin Bloodstone Shards. Fair enough. Just roll away. Third tombstone. Always the third tombstone. Need to remember that. Apparently, Martyr Logarius is an optional boss fight. Well, yeah, Castle Cainhurst is an optional area. Should have thought of that. Okay, it says that Logarius is strong against fire, arcane, and bolt damage. Well, that's great. So what's he not strong against? Okay, Mark. Now I'm starting to have a problem with you. 1, because it's weird that you're taking this so seriously. 2, because you keep referring to me as him and brother, and that's weird. I'm not against asking for help. Clearly, I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to be summoning a random player. But just because it's a random player doesn't mean anything against you. Like Dean said, it's not a vendetta. I'd really love to know what that is on my neck. Holy shit, I'm not dead. Alright, cool. Now that's taken care of. Close call that it was. Well, honestly, unless you're Liquid Snake, there's no unfriendly way to mean that. But it's still not accurate, is all I'm saying. Are you gonna drop out of the air again? Yep, you're over there. Huh. Alright, cool. And last time there were others when I investigated the corpse, but I can't investigate the corpse. Right, there we go. Oh, so that's what that is. Dean decided to look up the little red thing that showed up on the back of my neck. It's worth shit. I made a whoops. Oh well. I booped. Oh well, next time. There's always a next time. Okay. Of all the stuff that I have to fight through on the way to get there, I wouldn't have thought that it would be the drop that killed me. Mark, I really don't know what your deal is right now. You seem way too upset about this. I'm just here to play Bloodborne and hopefully be a little bit entertaining. You seem really upset about me not specifically wanting to summon you into my game. Oh, jeez. I think I'm dead already, fellas. You can stop now. Okay, I never did look at the knight's wig. Should probably check that out. I should probably actually look at the these new sets that I'm picking up. They might actually have some decent decent arcane defense. That's what I'm looking for. Seeing as Logarius does seem to hit pretty heavy with arcane stuff. The Executioner Garb might actually be a really good choice. Ooh, the student uniform has ridiculous arcane defense. I'm gonna try that. Okay, that has decent blunt defense as well, and that has bolt defense. I'll try that. And I'm assuming the student trousers will probably be pretty decent as well, and will match the chest piece. And what else have I got? My cat says hello. There we go. There's my vaguely mix and matched outfit. Yes, Kira, what is it? How can I help you? Time for rituals and treat woman with care. Can I read this note? Note. Reeks of madmen. Hi, kitty. Back up the elevator we go. Hello, ghosts. I should probably upgrade my endurance next time I level up. Okay, gonna try a different tactic from last time. Gonna not just sprint straight at the blowpipe fella. Well, not fella. I think it's a lady. I'm pretty sure I've said this in an earlier stream, but I think the reason I say fella so much now is just because of Seamus. Maybe I should start incorporating other wrestler catchphrases into my streams. Alright. Dude, that blow dart just destroyed a chair. That's kinda horrifying. And they don't seem to do a ton of damage to me, but they are definitely stun-locking me. And stun-locking is never something you want to be on the receiving end of. Jeez, lady, calm down. I do need to start saying jabroni more. Apparently, The Rock was famous for calling people jabronis, but he also later admitted that he stole the word from the Iron Sheik. Cat, it's really hard to focus on my game when you keep trying to knock stuff over. Please stop trying to knock stuff over. Also, now please get out of the way. You're standing in front of the TV. I love you, Kira, but please move. Thank you. Good girl. Now she's shaking water all over the desk. Silly kitty. Okay, moving on. Now we'll face down creepy man-bat. Alright, bye, Mark. Sorry that I upset you by not specifically choosing to summon you into my game. I mean, it's not just me, right? That was kind of weird. I don't mean to just seem like I'm being a bitch to a fan, but or potential fan. Audience member will say that. That makes me sound less conceited. Also, for future reference, people who go by a name like Emily, probably not going to use him as their pronouns. I mean, I know that I don't have the most feminine of voices, but... I mean, context clues. Just saying. It's a thing. Alright. We got 42 insight. Pardon me. Let's ring our little bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. And now we wait. Hurrah! Found somebody. I think he also did the League Oath, so... Hurrah! We are friends. As we are part of the same covenant. Mark, buddy, calm down. Maybe take some time. You'll get yourself a warm beverage or a snack. Yeah, I mean, nobody has called you anything. I mean, you called yourself a jabroni, and just now you seem to have called yourself a bitch. This is not... Damn... Ah! Oh, Tommy the cat. Okay. Good luck, Living Dead X. You can do it! Alright. Well, that went pretty well. Now to go back up there and try it again. Yet another episode where Eerie Emily stalls the stream by getting stuck on a boss. Okie dokie. Herp derp. Well, nobody's called you that, Mark. But after we've used the word in a sentence, you turned around and said, I'm one of those, huh? So that's you calling yourself that. At least, I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Nobody here has called you anything. You just seem really weirdly upset tonight. Yeah, I thought I aggroed you. All right. Go away, please. Thank you. Okay, Mark. Okay. Fucking calm down. Jesus. Nobody here's out to get you. Honestly, at this point, I'm actually starting to feel like I should just stop the stream and just delete this video. This is getting a little out of hand, fella. Calm down. Nobody here is saying anything bad about you. Nobody has said anything bad about you in general. You're just acting really weird about me not wanting to specifically summon you into the game to help me. I'm just here to have fun and hopefully be a little bit entertaining. I mean, I'm sorry for whatever the fuck has you so upset. But as far as I'm aware, I haven't done anything that should offend you. Fuck, man. I do this as a hobby. I do this to have a good time. To experience the game with other people. Okay, Mark, I'm laying down the law here. Chill the fuck out. Stop being such a passive-aggressive little punk. Fucking calm your ass down. Right? Maybe go listen to some Pink Floyd. Get a sandwich, some warm tea. Maybe even some coffee. Just something to help you mellow out a little. And stop with the sarcastic, passive-aggressive comments. Alright? Just do yourself this one little favor. Because you're kind of bringing the rest of us down with this. That reminds me, Dean, on the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World DVD, on the commentary, every time I buy a new DVD, I will watch the film once on its own, and then I'll watch it again with commentary, just for the heck of it. On the commentary for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, director Edgar Wright asked Brian Lee O'Malley, the guy who wrote the Scott Pilgrim comics, if there was an album that he could think of that that would sync up with the film, like Dark Side of the Moon supposedly does with Wizard of Oz, and his example was Melancholy and Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins. So, of course, I had to try it. And I wouldn't say it synced up exactly, but it was still a pretty neat experience. Alright, I need something with a decent balance of arcane and physical defense. Because in his second phase, this guy is a bit of a bruiser. I'm thinking that the Old Hunter set might actually be my best option in this instance. Yeah. Alright. So, Old Hunter cap and gloves with the student set. We'll give it a go. Now I'm thinking about the argument clinic from Monty Python. Good night. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, no, that wasn't the argument clinic. That was the silly job interview. Either way, it's John Cleese behind a desk being a jerk to somebody. Like in the argument clinic, it was, oh, bollocks. It was Terry Jones, I think, the one that, was recently diagnosed with, aphasia. Was that Terry Jones? Yeah, I think it was. I get my Pythons mixed up sometimes. And then in the silly job interview, it was Michael Palin. Or no. Graham Chapman. Bollocks. I'm all confused now. I'll have to look this up later. Yeah, no, it was Chapman in the silly job interview, and it was Terry Jones in the argument clinic. Goodness gravy. I'll get this sorted. Hooray! Found a friend. Finally. That was a bit longer of a wait than usual. I don't think this guy's a member of the League. Oh well, come along, friend. We have murders to perpetrate. And once again, I'm going to try and flank around to the left. And that's gonna hurt if it hits me. Who is Emily Rose? Oh wait, wasn't that one of those exorcism movies? Those things really hurt. Fuck! Here come the bastards. Alright. I'm gonna try to make that something of a habit. I'm gonna try and just spout Primus song titles when I die. If for no other reason than it amuses me. No, I've never seen The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I'm not really into a lot of modern horror films. There have been a few that have seemed really good to me. Or that seemed interesting to me at the time. And, I don't know, Exorcism films have never really been my thing. Like, I have The Exorcist on DVD, and I've never bloody watched it. And it was a gift from a friend, so that just makes me feel like a jerk. Yeah, a couple streams ago, I actually used that one. One of the times I died. Just, we're known as Big Brown Beat. Tommy the Cat, Jerry was a race car driver. I did all the ones with names in them, except John the Fisherman. I don't know, it just wasn't a name that came to me at the time. Now I've got Shake Hands with Beef stuck in my head. Which I assume is probably a metaphor for masturbation. And now it's going to be stuck in my head all night, probably. Jeez. Good job, me, with my Primus talk. Phone, stop lighting up. I'm not paying attention to you tonight. This is stream time. You don't get to distract from stream time. Yeah, funnily enough, Edward, it was telling me that you subscribed. It's a shame you didn't do it during the boss fight. Then you could have really got me. Guys, Shake Hands with Beef is not going away. My brain is full of Primus. You know, there was a time when, here's a fun fact. I always have wanted to be an entertainer. As you might guess from the fact that I'm streaming on YouTube. But, like, my whole life, ever since I was 4 years old, maybe not 4, maybe around, well, around that time, 4 or 5, I always wanted to be a musician. And that's never changed. I still want to be a musician. Just so far, hasn't really worked out. But, there was a time, a few years back, when I told my one real-life friend that, I was worried that I didn't have a very good voice. And that I couldn't be a very good singer. And her advice was, well, look at Primus. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I'm certainly not trying to say that Les Claypool is a bad singer. Just, it's not the kind of voice that you usually associate with good singers. Like, you wouldn't expect to hear Claypool singing opera. Okay, that actually does not have very good arcane defense. I will try the Executioner set. Just because of its arcane defense. And it does have a bit more physical defense than what I'm currently using. Okay. For the headpiece, should I use, should I go for physical or arcane defense, do you think? I will leave it up to the chat. Hello again, Kira. Well, Dean, you'll be happy to know that Primus has now been replaced by Queen in my brain. So now I've got a... Yep, I've got a kind of magic stuck in my head now. For a second, it was Princes of the Universe, but nope, now it's a kind of magic. Hello, kitty. Now is not the time for you, just like it's not the time for phone. Okay. So what'll give me the best arcane defense? Probably the white church hat. Yep, that looks like it. Okay. Well, at least that sort of fits the outfit. And Edward, I absolutely agree. But that was kind of the point of punk a lot of the time, wasn't it? Like most of the time they weren't necessarily good musicians in general. I mean, look at Sid Vicious. That poor bastard couldn't even play bass. Where are you, compadre? Oh, you're all the way down there. Hello. We are friends. I am stuck in place. There we go. All right. To murder. One of the examples that I punk musicians who aren't necessarily good singers is Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins is one of my favorites, absolutely. As a musician and as a speaker. Balls. Holy shit, how am I alive? All the blood into my body. Oh, so you're more 90s punk then. Not that I'm trying to insinuate there's anything bad about 90s punk. I've just always been more of an 80s punk kind of guy. Oh shit, I got him! But I fucked up the timing. Nope. Oh, crap. My summon is dead. Shit. Get him! Get him! Yeah! Stay up for it, as Henry would say. Yeah, honestly, I didn't really discover punk until I was almost in high school, honestly. And the worst thing about it was that like, one of the first punk bands I ever heard was Green Day, which is a little bit unfortunate. Because it was during the American Idiot phase. Which isn't bad. I still... Pardon me. I will still defend American Idiot as one of Green Day's best records. And I know that's a very controversial opinion. But, the first actual punk band I heard, the first thing that I would describe as an actual punk band, was Black Flag with Henry Rollins. So, Rollins has always had a very special place in my heart. And Henry Rollins is also the first celebrity I ever heard speak about gay rights, in favor of them anyway. It was a video I found on YouTube where he talked about honestly, it's been years since I've watched it. I cannot remember the specifics. But I think he was on a channel called Big Think. And just the title was, I think the title was just called Henry Rollins on gay rights or gay marriage. I can't quite remember. Anyway, that was kind of important to me as well. Well, I appear to have been buggered. Boy, that's a weird word to say in an American accent. Buggered. Especially considering I'm from the South. They were probably tired of me babbling on about Henry Rollins. I don't blame them. I do tend to fangirl a bit. Call down the elevator. I was tempted to say Evelator, but then I remembered the last time that I intentionally said or started saying a word wrong while playing a game, how I couldn't stop saying it wrong. There was a time when I was playing Minecraft with a friend, and I kept referring to iron as iron. And after doing it enough, like, I could not stop saying iron. I couldn't go back to saying iron. And I actually started to panic a little bit. I was like, have I just given myself a speech impediment? What sorcery is this? That is also a rather controversial topic. Personally, I'm not a fan. For anyone who's listening and not watching, Mark has said that he's a fan of the rebel flag. Hey, there's someone with a beast cutter. Jeez, lady, calm down. The only rebel flag that I am a fan of is from Star Wars. Well, if you like the rebel flag, that's your business. But, one, it's historically inaccurate. That is not the rebel flag. That is honestly one corner of one version of the rebel flag. Fun fact. But also, a lot of people tend to think the rebel flag. Why did I say red flag? The rebel flag stands for things like racism and oppression. Seeing as, you know, it was used by the South in the Civil War, the people who liked having slaves and wanted to keep their slaves. So it's, not the most liked thing. That may be so, but that is what it represents to a lot of people. Honestly, yeah, that is kind of how I think of it. I mean, that was the whole thing it was used for, though. Whether you want to believe that or not doesn't make it any less true. That was who used the flag at the time. I mean, nowadays you'll get a lot of arguments about, you know, using it as representation of someone's southern heritage, but I don't know. The Civil War and slavery, not really a heritage that I would want to advertise to people. I like Skynyrd as musicians. I will say that. But I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that I probably would not agree with them politically. Just a hunch. I'm not trying to change your mind, Mark. Jesus, man, what is your problem tonight? Why are you so antagonistic? Mark? Doesn't matter how politely you think you said it. It's said. No one's trying to convince you of anything. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I thought so too. We were all talking about music, having a good time, watching me get murdered repeatedly. Nope. Had to come back around. Hooray! My league friend is back. Let's go get our murder on. Oh man, he's got that saw blade thing. That's a weapon from the DLC that I have not found yet. It's a freaking giant buzzsaw on a stick, and that is amazing. Oh, I have another Confederate? Oh wait, is he against me? Because the bell-ringing woman summons PvP, I think. And he's gonna come in here and... No, he's a Confederate. Awesome! I have 2 friends! Double the help. Get him, get him. Yeah! Eat it! Nope, nope, nope. That hurts. Yeah, there comes the saw blade. Did I did it? I done it! I murdered the shit out of that guy. And I bumped the mic stand. Trophy earned. Martyr Logarius. Hooray! We're all in the league. Boss fight complete. Where's that vermin? I need to squoosh it. Hurrah! Honestly, I don't know what else to do from here. Alright, Wiki, help me out. Burp. Complete Alfred's questline. Well, where would I do that? How would I do that? Derp. Member special item. Where would I find the Crown of Illusions? I seem to remember him having a chair or something earlier. Ooh, lantern. Probably should... Oh, that might be it. Alright, light the lantern. And then go investigate this thingy. Hurrah! That's probably going to be under key items, isn't it? Okay, maybe regular items. Okay, it's equipable, you say? One of the precious secrets of Cainhurst, the old king's crown, is said to reveal illusions and expose a mirage that hides a secret. And so Logarius donned the crown of his own volition, determined to prevent a single soul from stumbling upon the vile secret. What visions did he see sitting serenely upon his new throne? Well, I've equipped it. Oh, goody. I was about to ask, is there going to be a door down here or something? It looks like a maybe. Well, that's a thing. Honestly, I think I want to try out the... That's a little bit strange, the way the fake ponytail seems to be eating my braid. Whatever. We'll go with it. You know what? I am actually going to return to the Hunter's Dream first. And do something with all these echoes. Oh man, I just noticed I've gone over time. Oh well, not a problem. I mean, last night we did go 2 hours. Don't see why we can't stretch things out a little bit here as well. If I can not get stuck on walls. Hurrah! Boost the writer palash. I've forgotten what I was doing. Probably wasn't important. Okay, no new armor sets. Anything fun over here? Probably wouldn't hurt to buy some more Molotovs. I didn't know I had that much bolt paper. Interesting. Nope, don't want to buy those. Any new weapons? No new weapon. Still got this outfit here that I have never purchased. And don't know what good it's for. And it looks like it has really good slow poison resistance. Or just poison resistance in general. So it might be worth having just for future incidents. Yeah, screw it. Oh, I don't have enough. What can I sell? Oh, I don't need to sell anything. I have all these blood echoes, all these bloodstones in my pocket. Oh, that right there helped a lot. What was I doing? All right, the Tomb Prospector set. Cool. That did have a cap, didn't it? I didn't imagine. There we go. And the chest piece, and the gloves, and the boots. Stroke trousers. That's an interesting look. Not the biggest fan of the hood. There we go. Much better. Right, but I'm going back to the night set, because I kind of like that one. I haven't really done anything with it yet, so don't know how good it is. I want to wear it into battle at least once. You know what? I do have all of these cold blood in my pocket. I might as well use them while I'm here, while I've got them. With a little bit of luck, I might have enough to actually try and level up a bit. Oh yeah, getting close. That was not as much as I expected.
Welcome.
Still though, might be enough to level up.
Very well, let me.
Yeah, cool. I'll throw one more into Blood Tinge.
Farewell, may you.
Okay, so we've got about 20 more minutes. We'll explore a little more, see what we can find. I really like this outfit. I like this look. Oh, there's the chair. Shame you can't sit on it, though. Huh. Fear beast. I always do. It is all thanks to Cooperator. But now my paranoia is back. Thanks for that, notes. Cat, now is not the best time to be rubbing up against my legs. You must accept Queen.
Visitor.
Yes?
I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
Okay. There's a kneel. I know there's a kneel. I have a curtsy and I have a pray. I'll try the curtsy and hope for the best. Was that good? Oh, okay.
Moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst. Ruler of the vile bloods, and sworn enemy of the church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou art in search of?
Huh. Dude, do I want to do that? Not sure I want to do that. What will I get out of this? Oh, that'll give me the Chikage. That's cool. The Chikage is actually a weapon that I've been looking for. That might actually be worth it. You know what? Screw it. I can always betray them later with Alfred, whatever his name is. Alfred.
Well, well. An odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood.
You? Didn't I just? Bleh. Does anyone know if you can Change covenants. I'm going to assume yes. I'm pretty sure you could in Dark Souls. So I'm gonna guess you probably can here. Sure, why not?
Drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We too, the very last on this earth.
Cool, got the Cainhurst badge.
We await thy return for the honor of Cainhurst.
Hello, kitty. Can I pet you? No? Why not? Why are you gonna jump on my desk if you don't want me to pet you? Silly girl. I thought I saw a lantern over here. Somewhere. There we go. Okay, so that was a thing. I drank rotted blood and became corrupted. And a vile blood. None of those are good words. Just throwing that out there. None of those are good things. Complete Alfred's quest line. Still not sure how I should do that. Not sure how I can do that, rather. Alright. Since I have this new thingy, this new badge... Yeah, that's gonna cost me 50,000. Okay, that's gonna take a bit of grinding. A foreign-made weapon wielded by the royal guards to protect Annalise, Queen of the Vile Bloods at Cainhurst Castle. With the intricate rippled engraving that spans the Chicago's blade is imbrued with blood, the sword sings in scarlet hues. However, the rite eats away at the wielder's very essence. Oh, goody! Pretty sure that's a skill weapon. Yeah, requires 14 skill. I'm down with that. I will do some grinding to get that. Although, it has been about 2 hours, and I don't want to make you guys have to sit through all the grinding that I'm gonna do just to get the Chicago, which I hope is worth it. It's one that I was really, really excited about potentially getting my hands on. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. Hope you had a good time. Difficult though it may have been in a couple places. I hope you all have a fantastic night. I thank you for coming and for sticking around, those of you who did. And I will see you next time.